isolation with the Nubarek, and then the solo target killed, likely with Malthael. Variants banned out here. But if you plan on maybe picking something a little different with your ranged assassins, you can sort of hold off. The Batmens have not picked up a support, and right now we do have Alex Straza as well as Whitemane. The other global in Brightwing is available, although I'm not sure this is a great Brightwing map. Fights can be picked very quickly here. There's the Ana.
Checking in.
Anytime you're ready.
And Jimmy. RTP wants to know how many Jaina picks and Mal'Ganis bands can I see in 4 drafts? I think somebody picks Jaina here. Although we were talking about this in the lobby. Zeratul, the response to Ana, as well as Rain, and the Gul'dan. Interesting. I thought that might have been a Jaina. The Gul'dan with a better clear. When you look at Kael'thas and Jaina, and if you take a little deep dive into Stats of the Storm, the one thing that you will find is, particularly for NGS, once you go to Divisions B and below, just typically like a gold plat level, Kael'thas has a higher win rate than Jaina. The Batmans make the smarter pick. I like Jaina. Raynor and Jaina combo works very well together with what we can assume to be ace in the hole for Jimmy at level 1. Jaina will certainly keep that going. And I like the Zeratul pick on the side of Fake News Note there for the Murky Slayer. Zeratul is a very sharp thorn in the side of Ana. Thank you, Windows Defender Summary, for jumping in. Oops. We'll see what's going on here. I've got a red bar button in OBS. Everybody let me know what you are experiencing on your side. We'll see if we can navigate. I honestly think that Twitch is having problems. And I might have just jumped in. I do think there is a little bit of an issue tonight. I noticed that there's a bunch of lag going around. We'll see what happens. I may have DC'd and I may have just broken this game. We'll see what happens when we load. Best of 1, Virtual Murky Slayers, and the Batmens. Just keep an eye on my stream, see what's happening here. Taking a look at the 2 drafts on the board. I always worry a little bit about Nubarek picks. And the reason that I personally worry about Nubarek picks is because in order for him to be successful, he needs to be able to hit not just the stun combo. He needs to make very good decisions with Cocoon. Here we go. Looks like we got a game. And I like to see a well-scripted team fight when teams select Nubarek. And I don't always get it. If you're going to run the Nubarek combo, you need to know what your Cocoon target is, and you need to be very sharp with your comms so that you get the most out of the Cocoon, because you're going to be looking to isolate a target. And your teammates must certainly be on the same page for that. 8-line a little slow to log in. We'll see what happens here. Maybe the game forces. Do not know.
Prepare yourself for battle, heroes.
A-line did jump back in. Looks like we are okay. Everything looking good. OBS has got a bunch of green lights. Let's go. Illusion pauses. Wait for A-line to jump back in. Looks good. On the side of the virtual Murky Slayers,
battle
Veggies
begins
is going to be
10
playing
seconds.
the Gul'dan. We've got Fake News Note on the Zeratul.
5, 4.
Sea Brisket is going to be playing the Toronto, a brew or two on the Anubarak, and
Let the
Swagneros
battle begin.
on the Malthael. On the flip side, for the Batmens, Princess Di. It's a good name. Playing the Rainer, A-Line on the Hyena. Illusion will be playing the Diablo. And we do have Green Car 500 in there on the Anna, headed up to the top lane. KC Delt is playing the Dahaka, who actually goes and dips. Not too much going on in the early game. Diablo does split and go bottom, as Illusion does wind up backing off. Try to get rid of that little thing in the bottom corner a little bit here. Looks like the Batmans just want to play things safe. Towers of Doom is a fairly large map. As long as you are up on your camp timers, you can get away with a 1-1-3 and the various iterations that you could go with early. It's a nice shot by Veggies, getting a couple stacks on the Gul'dan. As expected, corruption stacks. A Brewer 2 goes in. And Diablo staying there, down there in the bottom just to collect souls. Fairly standard talent builds. Have to keep an eye on Ana with the Sleep Dart. It's obviously a critical component for the Key Crusaders here in this best of one. Also, I can't believe I kicked Core. Lulz. With this sort of unorthodox setup, you have one team running the 4-man, whereas you have another sort of sitting back. You will put a very high prioritization on these camps. And because Diablo has stayed bottom, there really can't be a contest. Fake News Note eats 2 shots of the Blizzard and does escape out there. A-Line does get dove by the Anubarak. Murky Slayer's looking for first blood. A-Lion low, needs about one more tick off the drain life, and Veggies can't get it. Jaina escapes with about 30 HP. A Brewer 2 is going hog wild with the bug. Every time he sees a target, he is aggressive, and he is going for it. If you're going to pay Anubarak, play him aggro. Swagneros going up against KC Delta in the top lane here. Malthael will start to win this lane very hard at level 7. Or excuse me, at level 4 with Die Alone. Dahaka gets a big power spike at level 7 with Feeding Frenzy.
Red team draws first blood.
A-Line says hello to death.
The order will rise shortly.
And apparently Jaina can stop it. Good dodge there by Fake News Note. A-Line hops on down. First altar phase is a triple altar spawn. Typically the action will be down here in the bottom lane. And Malthael is back up. Some interesting options here with a Tyrande potentially looking to play for some sort of delay. A Brewer 2 goes in, A-Line is missed. Now there's the blink and cleave by Zeratul. Just catches Jaina on the edge of the Lunar Flare. Very nice shot here by Sea Brisket. We see Princess Di as well as Snagros channeling up in the top lanes. Both teams will get that done. Veggies here will be able to poke the Diablo. He does have a wall behind him. There goes Big Red. Fake News Note is down here. Comes Green Car for the peel. Diablo gets hit by the Lunar Flare. There's also the grenade from Ana with a healing reduction, and Green Car will have to sit back and wait before Illusion can come back up. But Brewer 2 does go in. Malthael is top. Jaina has respawn. Fake News Note looking for a kill. Lunar Flare does miss. Illusion is about 1 auto attack away from going. Tyrande finds it. Princess Di will go down to the poison here. Looking for the well. We're trying to keep an eye on both sides of this here. Up the ticks. Got down to 30 again. A-Line gets stunned out. Jaina's got a $150. This is still available. Very nice team fight and very nice combos from the virtual Murky Slayers. Sea Brisket with the channel. Green card does step up. There's the sleep for Tyrande. Take a peek up top. Both Saloners are up here. Interested to see if there's a Dahaka play. Green card with the grenade, and Nubarek immediately responds. Veggie steps up here. If he hits the Impale, there could be a very nice corruption, but on the backside, Diablo makes a move. Illusion is full health and going in. Sea Brisket escapes. Blizzard is out. Fake News Note gets the kill on Jaina. Gul'dan is low, goes down. That might have been an Ana kill in there. Teams trading out DPS mages. Now we've got a 3v3. Malthael has shown up. Dahaka not yet here, but does appear, and Zeratul blinks away. What a long, long first altar phase. Laying the carpet out. Dahaka is here now. Looks like they're going to give this one up unless somebody can step up and get the delay. There's the Impale followed by the Lunar Flare. That's 2 bits of range DPS. Now KC Delt may have it here. Fake news, no goes in. Blinking back out. Standard Zeratul build. Don't forget he's got Wormhole at 7. He becomes a real hero now. The double channel finally is enough. Evening to Paradise. Evening to Roxow. Welcome. Playing a lot tonight. Can't counterpick stupid an amateur team. Beating an NGS and Heroes Lounge has organized this. So we've got a little 10-team battle going on. Level 8 v level 7. So despite the virtual Murky Slayers losing the early objective phase, they now are looking to pick up more kills and maybe buoy this XP lead. Illusion needs to find a clever data stating charge, gets it out. There's a Lunar Flare, and a Nubarak actually picks up the kill. We talked earlier about the 1-1-3 setup. It was safe for the Batmens, but it has put them in a position such as this. They've been unable to pick up their own camp. I expect the Murky Slayers to go pick up theirs, and there is only one tower in the critical bot lane left. Top lane, Casey Delt had the assistance of a Pumpkin Sapper. A-line has put a lot of there's been a persistent thorn up there in top lane, picking up the one kill. I believe Anna might have shown up there as well. We're at a half level lead now, a Nubarak on the flank. Diablo is here. There's the move on the Jaina. Lunar Flare comes in. Great interrupted by Illusion. Level 10 nearly here. Virtual Murky Slayers with only one altar. But maybe they can do something a little bit more creative with the Den Spike. You see the big damage coming out from this gentleman. Fake news note. Played a nice Zeratul this game. Hits the slow onto Raynor and blinks away. No damage done there. It's bottom. And the Batmans wisely will give this up. Illusion, though, needs to be careful. Brewer 2 thought he might have been looking for the juke. Instead, he is stuck. This should be a stack. There it is. Malthael 1. Diablo 2. But the Batmans respond with a boss. I like this play. They lose Diablo on the bottom. They'll give up 4 core shots, but they will take the boss off the map, and they will maintain a 4 core health lead. Camp response to the bottom on the side of the Murky Slayers. Safe rotation here from the Batmans. They will not be able to contest this. The all-important bot lane is under great siege. A Brewer 2 goes in. It would be wise to see if they can try to knock this out. One Pumpkin Sapper is used there. Towers of Doom has gone through a couple of different iterations. A couple of different ways you can cheese it, but the predominant strategy right now is to grab this bottom lane and hold it for the majority, if not all, of the game. Fake news note there in mid. I mean, you see Swagneros battling Dahaka up top. He actually gets hit by the tongue. There's 2 tower shots. A hefty penalty for him to play. This bush setup is prime for a Void Prison. There's 3 members in there. Here's a Brewer 2. Keep an eye on Zera. Sees them all. There's the Blizz. Does start to get Anna on the retreat. There's a 3-man VP. Starfall, a Nubarak. The response comes out from Ring, but it doesn't hit anybody. A-line low. Jaina looking to try to get a counter kill. Anna goes down. Jaina is next. Lightning Breath. Seabris gets in trouble. Dahaka will burrow in. Oh, boy. Oh! What a counterplay. Malthael finds Diablo. That's a fantastic drive by Casey Delt onto Charonda, but a Brew or 2 with the interrupt on his Anubarak. He's looked real good on the bug tonight. A shout out for the Drinky Bug Boy. Cody Krez with the raid. Thank you, brother.
The time is now, heroes. Claim the altar.
Much appreciated. P.S. If somebody wants to jump in for the Codecast, I don't give a crap. We get the double channel here. Charonda finishes off bot. And now we do also have 3 Pumpkin Sappers pushing in the bottom lane.
Doom to the Gravekeeper.
9-2 in terms of kills. Fake news note has played an exceptional Zeratul. He's been at or near the top of the damage charts all game long. Good kills. What's his APM? See the XP totals as well. Malthael has actually beaten Dahaka out in that regard just a little bit. Malthael has been mostly focused on top and mid. Dahaka has shown up for the burrow. What else we got here? Step up from the Batmans. Looking to get a little bit of bottom chip damage. They are already down about a quarter of this bottom bell tower. The pressure that they put on bot lane will give them a little bit of room to start this camp. Jaina, Raynor are fantastic at it. Owl comes through, but that's not going to be enough. It's popped. Swagneros in the top lane has picked up the top sapper camp. He's been under a little bit more pressure in terms of structure damage than Dahaka has, despite being up in XP. There's a backsided Nubarak. Princess Di is the target. Cocoon and a bit of overlap. So Fake News is alive. The Starfall comes out. There's the ring to counter. Two members stepping forward into the middle of it, and there's the Horfire onto a Lion. Jaina goes down first with the Cocoon popping. Diablo comes back. There's a sleep on a Nubarak who is low. No burrow in from Dahaka. Should be looking for it. Swagner misses the carpet, so Malthiel is going to have trouble getting onto anybody here. Fake News, nope. Putting more pressure onto Diablo. 3 stacks. We should be at 3. What's Swag at? Yep. 3rd stack for Malthiel, 11th overall kill. Casey Delt may get the channel here in top. Toronto's moving up to pressure. There's Fake News Note as well. He does not get it. Misses the drag, and now likely have to back up. Oh, great silence. Casey Delt on this Dahaka has hit a couple of fantastic skill shots. There's a drag. Immediately, Toronto is under pressure. She will go down. The flip will actually fall through on the Blizzard. Illusion making up for the quick little misplay. Casey Delt now channels. 28 to 20. Soon to be 24-20. An odd game. You look at the stats, you look at the XP, you expect a larger core advantage. Now we do see another aggressive camp play here and a good rotation from the Batmens. So even though like we would expect maybe a larger gap in core health, the big problem here is that, at least for the Murky Slayers, is that they've made progress in the bottom lane, but they haven't been able to hammer home that bell tower. They could have been turning some of these, 4-shot channels into 5. But Raynor Jaina does a very good job. I wish Nubarak wasn't rewarded entirely for entirely missing his E. It happens sometimes. I like the aggression here from a Brewer too, though. 15-14. Quarter level from 16. Dahaka is down here threatening. Take a look at some stats here. Nearly done with corruption. And just in time for veggies. 2 more hits. And an echoed corruption at 16 will be probably unbearable if it hits multiple targets. And it does okay into that kind of single target damage, but if 2 members get caught up and they're not lined up properly, that is big trouble. Malthiel up in the top lane now has a long way to go if they intend on bringing him down. But with the triple altar phase, we have top, the 2 bell towers up here, and bottom available. And with a 16-14 talent here, this is where we should see Virtual Murky Slayers make some kind of play. 2 bell towers would be great, but you can't do it without a Zera. Fake News Note with a bit of a misplay. Nobody is channeling this top side. Raynor there. Princess Di will go ahead and pick that up. Illusion's trying to make sure that Seabrisket does not channel. This is a huge moment for the Batmens here. They've already picked up 1 tower. Now they're moving on the other. Swagneros has to back up. I don't think he has the delay. Trying to keep an eye on it there. Casey Delt channels. In the bottom lane, a Cocoon to try to convert this one. A Brewer 2 giving a little bit of chase there to Ana. Dibbles is low. Malthiel isn't here, though. There's the Horrify, the stun from Nubarak, and now the follow-up comes. Green Car trying to keep him alive. Illusion near. Death and finally does go down. Here's Princess Di. There's a step up. A big corruption, but Gul'dan goes down to the great play by Casey Delt. Jaina stuck. The Beetle getting value. Swagneros with another stack. Kills getting traded left or right here. Green Car, who's been alive down in this bot lane forever, might be the next one to go. There's the increased range for Nubarak on the burrow. Anna goes down next. Casey Delt is it. There's the trait. Maybe looking for a drag here. Just misses. And now bottom is a huge problem. They've got Malthiel and a Nubarak on it here. Keep an eye on this here. Epicenter. Big impact, cooldown reduction, and you combine that with Subterranean Shield as well as Under King. The range there is what we saw a Brewer to use to convert that kill on the Ana. However, the top leaves us equal in terms of core health. Keeping an eye on the rotation here, we have to think about boss potentially being a play for one of these teams. soon as this monster spawns, we've got Jaina and Raynor hammering it. All 5 members of the Batmen are here. This is where the Murky Slayers have run into some problems. You see them getting value. They've got a camp top. They've got a camp pushing here in bottom. But did they maximize it is the question. Boss is still on the map. Malthael moves towards it. They need to pick up a bell tower or boss here. They had a great opportunity. Maybe paint this map blue. But I do think the Batmens have done enough to just stay in it. With a level to go before 20, that's quite a few waves. I want to say it's maybe 11 or 12. Chat, help me out if I had my scaling on. 30 seconds, single altar spawn. Shouldn't be game. Because we're only like 15, 16 minutes into this game, the death timers are not probably going to be long enough that one team's going to be able to 5 cap. But things are not going to look good if Princess Di goes down. If Ruichu went in, Zeratul on the backside takes a huge chunk of damage from Jaina. And A-Line might have just turned this game on its head. He is standing there just hammering away with Green Card providing the heals. There's the Ice Block. Starfall is out as well. 2 members have gone down for the Murky Slayers, and now Seabrisket is dead. Another big play from KC. Delt converts the 3rd kill. What a wild little piece of positioning. Green Car has A-Line in the Ana site. And Ana, with a combination of the Blizzard and the Ring, which sort of had to be danced around, just gets to stand there and just shotgun Frostbolts out. Maneuver. One more Blizzard will do it. The bug goes down, and now the Murky Slayers are up against it. They're about to lose bottom. With a full death on a Nubarek, boss should be in play. Princess Di needs to hang out. Here's the Raider. There's another big corruption. Let's see what this does. Keep an eye on how well Ana does to heal this up. There's a glow, Diablo gets that help. So, the choice here for the Batmans. Do they want to make a play for the boss? Do they want to maybe let the Hawk double soak get to 20 and try to maintain this lead? The next altar phase will be mid and bottom. As we see here. These altars will probably hit the 30-second timer. Man, I want to say in like 15, 20 seconds. I think they should be pretty close. This is the Batman's game to lose. Despite being down in kills, boy, they were down 11-2 at one point. They were down a level and a half. They were down to 16-14. It was 2 levels, I believe, at its most. There is the VP, but I'm not sure Fake News is going to get enough value out of that. Starfall comes out. There's, oh boy, the Starfall Lunar Blaze combo claims on it. Jaina does go down. KC Delta's here. Gul'dan has been traded out. Dahaka's looking for a kill, and he finds it on Tehran. On the backside, Diablo's finished off by Fake News. No, this is a 2 for 2, but Diablo comes back immediately. Zeratul's trying to pick up the cap here. This is a big move by Fake News. Note he needs to pick up one of these before this game gets perilously close to being out of hand, and he does cap it. Princess Di there on the bottom lane. Malthael trying to figure out how to cap this bottom bell tower bet away.
Doom to the Gravekeeper.
RTP in chat. This has been a very, like I said, an odd game, but this does happen here on towers. You had a huge kill lead, you had an XP lead, but the game is really never that far away as long as you can channel your own altars. And for the Batmens, that big play in the top lane were on the very last triple altar phase. They were able to pick up 2 towers and a couple of kills. Let's put them in a position where they are a boss and a channel away from game. They've got Pumpkin Sappers pushing in bottom. They would love to get all 3 of these in here. Gul'dan and Tyrande will be back. Gul'dan should be in time to make a play on these with a little bit of poke. Keep an eye on Fake News, though. He just wants to go in wormhole and rip these things. All 3 are alive. 1 Pumpkin Sapper goes down, and Gul'dan is just wreaking havoc. A huge echoed corruption. The ring on the backside does not matter. That is a full death for Dahaka and Diablo, and A-Line might just be next. Zeratul finds a Jaina. The ice block is going to help you out for a little while, but Veggie's going to finish this one off. Veggies, watch out for that tower. Veggies. Okay. Single altar spawn. This will put the map even in terms of bell towers. This should wind up being what? 9-7 on core health. Both teams in single digits at the same time is a lot of fun. Middle has taken some chip damage. Bottom exposed. Top about to be converted back. Seabrisket needs to watch out for his channel here.
Take the altars and put an end.
Flash North 20 talent.
Gravekeeper.
Brisket gets the channel. Both teams look to exchange Murk camps. We see Anna and Rainer up in the top. Haven't had a chance to pick at our level 20 talents, and Fake News might not even get that to us. This is the combo they've run. I know it looks a little bit weird, but it didn't work that time. In fact, Anubarak misses. There's the rewind, trying to get this kill on a Rainer. Anna does get hit by the Lunar Flare. She goes down. So despite missing the Burrow VP combo, which has served it well in the early game, it looks like it could potentially be 2 kills. There's Starfall. There's Malthael. 6 stacks. Diablo has to use Hellgate to blink out. There's the Fear. Horrify onto Dahaka. And because of the level 20 upgrade, that's a reduction in armor. He has to pop Trait. It does not matter. He goes down. I need a drink. This was the Murky Slayers game to lose. It was the Batmens game to lose. It was an even game. It was an uneven game. It was a questionable game. And now, the virtual Murky Slayers, on the back of a triple, take boss. If they can convert one bell tower, which they are likely to do, they're looking at top. This could be game. We have one altar to be spawned here in the bottom lane. Jaina goes ahead and grabs a quick camp here. So the Pumpkin Sappers will start to push. There's the channel. Dahaka has a burrow. Should be okay. Where this gets a little... I almost want to say tenuous. I don't think that... Okay, so minions will not pick up this tower. Pumpkin Sappers will convert it. If Murky Slayers can delay long enough for the Pumpkin Sappers to convert the top bell tower, this will be a win condition in top. Nubarak going in. Jaina has already ice blocked. Seabrisket is channeling, but top has not been converted yet. There's KC Delt going in. Does not get the interrupt, but does hit Tyrande. 1 shot remaining. I just had to make sure that I got my interactions right. Jaina goes down. Ring was used. A little bit of safe starfall there. KC Delt has a long way to go. There's the charge in from Diablo Illusion, just trying to figure out how to end this game. There's a lightning breath. Malthael finally gets the last stack. Pumpkin Sapper converted up in the top lane. I missed it. My bad. I don't have Felindrith with me. And this game is over. A barn burner. But the virtual Murky Slayers pick up the win. Oh boy. 25-12 in terms of kills. They were up 11-2. I think the biggest XP lead they had was a 16-14 talent tier advantage. And then the Batmans made a ton of just great plays to get from being down 2 levels all the way to tying this game up at 20. There were some, like, odd plays. I know that we saw a lot of points in which Anubarak was actually burrowing into the VP. Almost cost them at the end there, because it's hard to time out. But even though we did see that, they pick up 3 kills at the end of the game, and a boss, and a camp on the top with a weird interaction where the bell tower converts, but there's 1 Pumpkin Sapper left. Actually winds up finishing that game. Take a quick look at some talents. By the way, Malthael did get last rites complete. That's cool to see. I really get to see that. Alright, so, the scoop. I am going to go jump over to Cody Kraz and his stream. So, I'll keep an eye on Twitch. When I do go to shut my stream down, I will go ahead and raid on over to Kraz as we move into the next round. Don't have a bracket up, but I got a team list. Virtual Murky Slayers will be playing the winner of Wandering Aronin and Arrogant Nephilim. On the flip side of the brackets, we had Cosmos and Running with Turtles. These were the first round matchups. Off-Brown Serial beat Psycho Swarm beat Off-Brand Serial on a ridiculous core play. Go check the highlight clip. So CCS was playing Psycho Swarm. Let's see what's going on. Where's this chat at? Okay. What a game. Fun game. Yeah, actually, Cycloswarm won the other wildcard. Insane boss pit. Yeah, on a 5-man team wipe on a boss throw. So good. I wonder if I have like a 3-minute delay on. We're just kind of hanging out right now. We're going to wait until, you know, the cast winds up running its course. And then we're going to raid Cody Kraz. Okay. Match is stopped. Alright, gang. I will see you guys over on the Kraz Mataz. Twitch.tv/CodyKraz. We'll send the raid over. I will cut the stream short. I know it's going to be a little weird. But we'll get that going, and I will meet him over there to be his co-caster for the evening. Cheers. Keep your eye on more action. For more Bobo, throw the old boy a follow. I'm in the habit. I'm just getting back into the habit. You can catch me on Heroes Lounge. You can catch me on my personal stream as I do some games for Tespa, as well as cool stuff like this where CCS is hosting the Invitational series. Keep following us tonight, gang.